like and subscribe. In which movie did the villain actually have a point? Wizard of Oz. Yeah, she was a witch, but come on. They were her dead sister's shoes. She should have them. Not some stranger who just showed up and wants them. Oh, by the way, this stranger that just showed up was the one that killed her sister. Sad really. Barbossa, he just wanted to be uncursed. Granted, he was being a real asshole about it. Well, he had been dealing with Jack Sparrow for decades. No one actually likes Jack Sparrow except the audience. His former crew mutinied. He constantly betrays everyone around him. He tries to abandon ship by himself when the Kraken comes. He makes out with another man as Fiancé. And he drinks all the freaking rum. Hela is only tolerated because Hela is clever, has a magic compass, and is extremely lucky. Emperor's New Groove, Kranker's Shoulder Devil. No, Hela's got a point. There is this podcast ran by two stand-up comedians called The Villain Was Right, that has quite a long list of episodes on this premise. Ranging from Death from Final Destination to Arthur from the Magic School Bus. Definitely recommend. The shark in Jaws. The ocean is his home. Now he was not really a villain, but he was the antagonist. Goofy in a Goofy movie had understandably good reasons to be scared for his son from his perspective. Magneto from the X-Men series, particularly the reboot. Especially in Days of Future Past. And when you view it from his point of view, he survived the Holocaust. He saw what people are willing to do when they hate and fear a group enough. And then into FP he was right. Can you blame him? I hate those movies cause they butchered the timeline. But I love how Magneto was handled. Shylock and the Merchant of Venice. The play's entire message could be summed up as Shylock's not wrong, he's just an asshole. The Bee Movie. Perfect answer. Why was everyone okay with a woman and a bee being in a relationship? School of Rock. Principal Mullins definitely had a right to be concerned, no vacancy had a right to kick him out of the band, and Ned and his girlfriend had a right to be at their roommate for not paying rent. Generally I think Dr. Doofenshmirtz had a point in the first movie. Evil Drive. There's reason for being evil being the loss of a toy trainer's Kindano vertical barman. Edit, I should clarify, the good Dr. D has multiple backstories, but the evil one, with the eye patch, only has the one, which is losing a toy train. Doof confirms it by saying what? Fatter is it? Oh come on, I have multiple backstories. The mark of a good villain is one that has identified a problem correctly, but has become completely attached to a bad solution for it. Blade Runner. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watched C-beams glitter in the dark near the Tanner user gate. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain. Time to die. The point was that they just wanted to live. The Incredibles. The line "if everyone is special then no one is" blew my mind when I was younger. Megamind. Privilege dictates social attitudes. Flint Marko, aka Sandman, from Spider-Man 3. He's a desperate father with a daughter on her deathbed, just trying to amass the funding necessary to bring her back to health. Easy. Attack of the Clones. The villain, Count Dooku, straight up told Obi-Wan that the Galactic Republic was under control of a Sith Master. Which, this bothered me. Okay, so you think Count Dooku was lying? Couldn't like one GD double check the vetting on the Chancellor, just to make sure? Wouldn't that have been prudent? Hey, just in case guys, let's look into this. I think it's because George Lucas wanted to depict the Jedi as a group that lost their ways. They're supposed to be peacekeepers and in sync with the Force. Instead they let their ego take over and can't see what's literally right underneath their noses. Not a movie, but Squidward from SpongeBob. Hela's not really the villain technically, but many children hate him. As you grow up you truly realize that Hela's not wrong at all. Edit. Some of you are saying Heather is an asshole for no reason and messes with SpongeBob and Patrick. However, if you were to be tormented at work and at home by the same people every single day, I am sure you guys would be assholes too. I don't blame him honestly. The Wizard of Oz. Wicked gives a brilliant counter-narrative. I mean, who steals a dead woman's shoes? Literally every D&D player. Con was right. Kirk could have at least sent a fruit basket along over the years. Every sports movie where they show rival as villain. General Hummel, Ed Harris, in *THEROCK*. All he wanted was for soldier sacrifices to be recognized by their government. He just chose the worst possible way to pursue that goal. The machines in the Matrix. The humans in that story were stupid, cruel, and destroyed the Earth. In doing so they nearly killed off the machines and all life on the planet. The machines had *MERCY* on the humans, and created the Matrix for them. Hell, the first version they made was a complete paradise. Tell me, if you were enslaving a race just to use for power, would you give a what condition they were in mentally? No. But the machines did. You see outright compassion from various machines, i.e. AIs in the Matrix, the Oracle, the family at the bus station. There is a section of the machines that wants to preserve humanity. They see their self-destructive tendencies and found a way to contain that. The Matrix wasn't needed as a power source. The machines could have used nuclear or thermal energy to power themselves. Hell, they could have left Earth altogether. But they stayed to take care of humanity*. It's almost kind of sweet in this way. Like a child taking care of a parent when they are older, even if they were old and cranky and might be difficult to deal with. X-Men. Any of them. Anytime Magneto does anything, ever. But he is also one of the more nuanced villains in popular culture of all time. I also appreciate Magneto and Xavier could have killed each other at any time, but they respect each other's right to exist, even if they want *DRASTICALLY* different things. It is about the success of an idea, rather than mindless killing, and that is actually just as relevant, if not *MORELEVANT**NOW*** than it ever has been. Some of villains from Marvel, most of the heroes ruined their lives. Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming got completely end over. Law-abiding citizen. Emmett's dad in the Lego movie. Kids just break Legos and turn your house into a Lego mine. Tobias' dad in Dirty Dancing. He just wanted to keep the sketchy dance instructor from diddling his underage daughter. Sweeney Todd. Okay, no excuse to go murder half of London, but when your chief enemy is a corrupt judge and a corrupt law enforcer who abets him in his career of rape and cruelty, violence does seem a semi-reasonable response. Aliens. They were minding their business until their homeworld became prime for intergalactic corporate mining and exploitation. I don't know if you can really call him the villain, but Andrew in Chronicle was right in a twisted way. Nobody helps him. Everyone does whatever they want with no consideration for how it affects everyone else simply because they can. Suddenly, when he finds himself with the power to take what he wants and do what he wants, he does just that. The Grinch. Oh God. Town of Hoville pushing Christmas down a very on Earth's throats. Loki in the first Avengers had a point about people only wanting the illusion of freedom. I read something recently that really threw me for a loop. People don't want democracy, they want a dictator they agree with. It's hard to find something wrong with that statement, and that disturbs me. Sonic, the line of Dr. Robotnik. Well, that was unexpected, but I was expecting not to expect something, so it doesn't count. Kirk Sholv checked on the Khan colonists' progress. CT Alpha 6 exploded. WTF, Kirk. A really underrated animated film called Battle for Terra. The human race was dying, and basically was going to colonize the nearest planet their refugee ships drifted toward, but they would be committing genocide on the native inhabitants due to terraforming. The villain was a heartless killer, but he made a very good point for doing what he did. Future generations may call me a monster, but because of me, there will be future generations. I didn't like him, but I couldn't deny that he cared about humanity. Carrie. They all deserved it. Eater. A lot of comments are saying that Carrie wasn't the villain. Personally, I agree, her revenge was entirely justified. But most sources do view her as a villain for committing mass murder and burning down the entire school in the process. I've always sympathized more with Magneto and the Brotherhood than with the X-Men. He definitely went too far with the kill all non-mutant humans thing, but his primary motivation throughout most of the series was to protect his people from genocide, because of the things he witnessed during his childhood in concentration camps. He's right when he says they'll never be fully accepted in society, only tolerated, and humans are cruel to those that are seen as different. Val Kilmer as Iceman in Top Gun. He was 100% accurate. Maverick was dangerous. So dangerous that he had his co-pilot killed. Got his co-pilot killed. Big difference. Penguins of Madagascar. You've been visited by the ghost of a very important man. Pay your respects by liking and subscribing, and he'll grant you 3 weeks of good luck. 3 weeks of